Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the third episode of our podcast series. Where today, this one's going to be probably a shorter one, and I might get a bit of hate on it. But this is a real topic I wanted to talk about because it kind of disgusted me when I heard about it. And if you didn't know, I live in Australia. All right, let me just get in that position. I live in Australia. All right, and in Australia, they recently banned anime with underaged girls in it. You know what Ecchi is? They banned that, okay? Well, with underage girls. And to be honest, I thought that was a great idea. Because when I heard about it, at first, I thought that was so fucked. Like, how is this legal in any country besides probably Africa? That's a continent, but how is this legal in any country besides a country in Africa to have a anime? And why I say Africa is because apparently I heard about this. My Wi-Fi is out right now, so I have to record this with no Wi-Fi, and I can't double check it. But I'm just gonna go off what my friend told me is that legal age in Africa is 9 years old to have sex, and that causes a lot of rape and all that other shit. Um, But yeah, that's sort of also fucked. Now I'm probably going to talk about that in another episode. But I want to talk about this, and I just thought this was so messed up about how it's legal to have an anime that has underage girls or boys inside of it naked. How is that legal? And when I heard about it, my friend who watches anime, I'm not going to say his name, but he he's watched some of these animes, but he watches anime, alright? But he told me about this, and when I heard about it, I was disgusted. I I I literally, and you can make the excuse that it's just drawings, alright? But think about it. You're still watching. You're still watching. All this. You're still watching this shit. You know, like you're still watching this. There's no excuse, no matter if it's animated or not. And I'm not saying to the viewer directly that if you like, I'm not saying to the viewer directly that you watch this. A lot of you, I'm presuming, don't. But the fact is that this actually is so weird. And the reason I want to mention I live in Australia is because it got banned in Australia, and I'm actually happy about that. All that underage anime shit got banned in Australia, and I'm happy about it because it should be banned in most countries at least, or maybe even all countries. In fact, it should be banned in all countries. It's disgusting. It is. And I said I'm probably gonna get a whole lot of hate on this, but you can't defend it. I know that you can say it's just drawings, and I'm not gonna say it's pedophilic, even though it little is. It little is, but it's disgusting. It really is. It's you're watching underage people get naked, and as I said, you can make the excuse they're drawings, but that doesn't change the fact. If you're um if let's say by chance you are attracted to an anime character, or not even that. Let's say that you feel connected to an anime character. You can say that it's just drawings, but you feeling connected to an anime character is just the same amount as feeling connected to a normal person. And this might sound stupid, or you might even not understand what I'm saying right now, but what I'm getting at is that you can make the excuse that these are drawings and cartoons and anime, but the fact is about it is that it's the fact is that it's a drawing, but some people actually get connected to these drawings, you know, personally connected, and they feel the need to defend these drawings just because their storyline or the drawings themselves. And that's when it brings in, that's where it ties in with all this underaged shit, alright? Alright, so let's get this straight up, alright? So if you feel connected to an anime character, why would you, if you feel connected to an anime character, alright? This could be any anime. And there's nothing wrong about that. If you feel connected to a character in a series that's not animated, that's fine. And the fact is, that's my point. That's why I'm bringing this up. Is because you can feel connected to an anime character and say it's just a drawing. It's just the same as feeling connected to a real life character in in a show. Alright, it's just the same. And let's say, oh, you feel connected to an anime character, another person feels connected to a real life character in a real life show. See, the difference is, though, that one's drawings and the other one isn't. But but you're still feeling connected, and it's the exact same thing, you're still feeling connected to those characters. But also, what if the actual real characters in that series started showing underaged boys, underage girls naked? That's what I'm bringing up. I mean, it's still a series just like anime, and you still feel personally connected to the character, no matter if it's real or fake. That's what I'm bringing up. You see how it's an issue when it's real life, and for some reason no one talks about it if it's not real life? And most people, alright, this is a small community of people, by the way. I'm hoping it is, at least. But the anime I got shown, I have not watched an inch of it, alright? I haven't watched any of it. All I saw was the front page of the anime on Anime List, alright? And I don't watch anime personally, but I found this quite disgusting. So my friend just told me it was practically ecchi for anime for little boys. And I I just got weirded out, and I asked him, do you actually watch this? And he said, I just follow the series. What? You follow this series? That makes no sense. You're watching this shit. And as I said before, imagine if that was a real life character. That's that's no different from a non-real life character, you know what I mean? You're still feeling personally connected to both characters, no matter if they're real or fake. And that just it's just weird to me, and I just don't feel, and I feel like it's good that it's being banned, you know? Anyways, I might have brought up some dumb points about it, but I really needed to talk about this. This is a very short episode. I really needed to talk about this. This was just, to me, this is just disgusting. And this is my opinion. I'm pretty sure it's most people's opinions as well. But to me, this is just disgusting. How can someone just freely watch this shit? And it gets worse when they're over 18. And that's when it gets bad. If you're watching this shit and you're like 36, 38, what are you doing with your life? I'm sorry, but it's not okay. Like, I'm starting to feel like, how are you just freely watching this when you're around over 18? And how is this not restricted to people? It just doesn't, it really hurts my brain how this is not being banned in most countries. And the excuse is, for most of the people who actually watch this shit, is that, oh, it's just a drawing. But as I said before, it could just be a show, but at the same time, imagine if a real life show did that, alright? Imagine if a real life show did that. It kind of compares into it, alright? It doesn't give a good view And I would bring up more points, but I feel like it would be pretty inappropriate points about, you know, I can't really show on YouTube or talk about on YouTube at all. But I can bring up those type of points. How if you feel sexually attracted to a character in real life, that's no different to feeling sexually attracted to an anime character, you know? You're still feeling sexually attracted to the character. You know? I don't know, I probably bring up some dumb points about it, but it just really it disgusts me how this shit is just on the internet freely just to watch. No restrictions on it. But please stop watching this. I don't want to say it should get taken down, as I did say it should have been, and I'm just gonna actually rephrase that. It should be taken down. No matter if it's a drawing or not, it's still quite disgusting. It's just, and think about it. It's not that it's a drawing. It's the premise of the show and what it's showing. It's not the fact that the drawing is a drawing. Alright? And it's not the fact that a drawing is a drawing. The fact is about it is that it's the premise of what the show features. And I'm trying to not to sound like a giant Twitter freak right now, going on Twitter acting like I get offended by everything else. That's not what I do at all. But this is just, I just hate this. I'm not one of those people who go on Twitter complaining about everything. But this is just disgusting to me, how this is just on the internet. Yeah, I don't know what to say. At least stop banning it or something. Or just stop watching it. And I see how, and I get that it's premised in Japan, alright? And how Japan isn't, like, the legal age in Japan to have sex isn't, like, 13. And I get that. And if the characters are 13, that's fine if you keep it in Japan, alright? The legal age to have sex here in Australia, or Britain or whatever, is 16. The characters in these shows are not 16. They are way younger, and you can make the excuse, oh, they're a demon, they're meant to be thousands of years old, but they never actually aged physically. That doesn't make any sense. That's just a, oh, it just weirds me out, and as I said, it should be banned, and I don't want anyone to get mad at this. Just, if you have an opinion, leave it in the comments. Don't get mad at me and don't get mad at me and go at me in the comments or whatever. Just give me a real opinion, alright? Of what you think the premise of the situation is. What you think the situation is fine about. But please don't just go at me for the sake of going at me because I didn't have the same opinion as you. But I want you to actually go into the comments if you have an opinion or you want to share it. Go into the comments, share it, I'll reply, and we can have a rational, actual conversation about this. Alright? But, yeah, this was a shorter video. It's just weirding me out a bit. Yeah, I had no real... yeah, this is just weirded me out a bit. And I was a bit glad that it got banned in Australia. I was actually quite glad. Because it just showed that, you know, this isn't just a drawing, it's a premise of a show, you know? It's what the show features, it's not just that it's a drawing, it's what the show features. And yeah, I know how it looks kind of stupid to compare this to real life, drawings to real life, but I feel like you know where I'm coming from, alright? But yeah, that's what I wanted to bring up. Bye.